Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with a fact that makes your brain go. This involves saving time each day. Everybody does some certain things to, save time. Time is money. You waste time, you're wasting money, essentially, of your day. You can't get time back. And so this is the number one thing people do to save time every day. But as it turns out, after a new study, it just saves 54 seconds. I think people think it saves multiple minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes. But it only saves 54 seconds. Kenzie, what do you think that could be in trying to save time each day doing something?
I think it's drive like an a-hole.
Excuse me?
Drive like an a-hole.
Drive like an a-hole.
So we went to lunch after the show on Friday.
I was wondering how early in the show this was going to come up.
So was I.
And I've never experienced anything quite like it, where Brian was yelling at everyone who was doing quite literally nothing wrong. There were these tree cutters, and Brian's like, "Are you effing kidding me? On the day I'm going to lunch," was what he said to the guys cutting trees, as if they should have had that in their calendar. Then
yes,
Brian wanted to whip a Yui after not seeing any parking, and he goes, "This a-hole behind me," which was just a guy sitting in line at the light. He called absolutely everybody who was driving 100% appropriately an a-hole. I couldn't believe it.
Now,
I could not believe how angry you were.
And I have a follow-up question. Did we make lunch on time?
Yes, but maybe 54 seconds?
Well, this is the problem I have.
And you didn't. You had to drop Case and I off because you could not figure it out.
I said, get out of the car and I'll go find a spot.
You were so disheveled when you came into the restaurant, too. And it was a nicer place. You came in still kind of muttering under your breath.
Well, we'll give a plug to it. It was a summer house over on
Summer House.
On Halstead. It's an amazing spot. That's the place that gave us a Let's Entertain You, and they threw in some cookies here. Their cookie bar is the best in the world.
And I had never been there, so I was very excited.
And the food was amazing. They took care of us like queens and kings. It was just phenomenal.
But
phenomenal time.
Just for example, there was a parking spot available, people in front of us, mind you, and then somebody pulled in, and Brian goes, "This a-hole just got here." And I'm like, "You don't know that. He could have went around the block 7 times like we have."
I have a mission in mind when we have a time set for something. If I have no time, it's fine. But if there's a time, we had an 11 a.m. lunch. So we had 11 a.m. lunch planned, and time was ticking. And
because I had to get back to the station.
Correct.
That's why. There was actually a timed lunch.
So it was very courteous to me to call everybody else an a-hole to make sure your schedule was fine.
I couldn't believe how mad you were.
This is why I can't have a commute more than 10 minutes. I cannot have these. I bless you people that listen to the show that have these 40-minute commutes, an hour and a half commute every morning. I bless you, because I can't do it. And this was a 10-minute commute actually, but the traffic in our area trying to find a parking space.
You need to live on a farm. I discovered. I don't think downtown's for you.
Well,
I think you've now hit the age you cannot be downtown.
Well, I just bought a place. I've been here 17 years downtown, so I ain't moving.
You need to sell that. You need to live on a compound. You need some space.
I
You would not do well on a compound. You would start forming a militia very quickly.
Well, that's the thing. You say compound, I think of David Koresh.
You need to stretch out.
I think of a Jesus complex. And
those Branch Davidians were onto something.
And if I could certainly have some people clear out car spaces for me as my, cult followers, maybe that could lead to something good. Thanks, Kenzie, for the recommendation.
I don't want the ATF to know you by name. And if you get a compound, the ATF's going to start taking notes on you.
But I might get to work easier. Who knows?
Maybe.
All right. So, Case, what do you think it is? Every day people do this to save time. It turns out a new study shows it only saves 54 seconds.
Is it under microwaving your food because you're in a rush in the morning and you don't want to wait that long?
You think a minute could do it when it should be 2 minutes?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. What do you microwave in the morning?
Currently I go through phases of breakfast food.
You do, so I'm always curious. You're always on a new thing.
Right now, I'm on strawberry Eggo waffles, which are hitting like crack in the morning. I'm so happy when I get up because it means I'm 1 second closer to having waffles. So there's
wake up a little pep in your step there. Effing waffle time.
I was a miserable bastard for years. Now my head is the pillow at night. I go, only a few more hours until I get some waffles.
Do you wake up and think, I should just get the waffle now? And
Well, it's the first thing I do. I take
like-
a shower, and when I'm in the shower, all I'm thinking about is once I get out of here and I dry myself off, I am putting waffles in the toaster, and I cannot wait.
Now here's
Now, I just can't imagine eating at like 3 in the morning.
Oh, I love it.
I can't do. I usually don't eat till after the show for the first
I
time.
can have a porterhouse when I wake up. I'm always
Crazy.
ready to go.
I've clearly had a double quarter pounder with cheese at 3:30 in the morning when McDonald's.
That's not a problem for us.
Dare I ask a follow-up question because I think I'm going to be disappointed. Do you load that thing up every crevice with butter and syrup?
Okay, I don't load up every crevice with anything.
Well, they put
But I
squares
used
in
to
it.
fill waffles in the individual cups. It was like,
Yeah,
it's just as how I would pour my syrup.
that's what they have them there for. Each thing is for syrup and butter to load in each of those little holes, those cups. You don't do that, I guess?
I don't put butter on them.
Oh, no.
I do a very light toast. I want the things to be a little soft. I don't want to crunch.
We put enough butter and syrup on it, it'll soften up.
I guess, but I don't do the butter. But you know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's people not putting butter on their waffles to save time because I don't want to take that time in the morning.
Well,
I want the waffles and I want the energy drink, and then I'm
Do you
off
put
to the
syrup?
races.
You put syrup on it?
I put syrup on it.
Probably one of those stupid. You know, people do like a little swirl and it's nothing.
I don't do a
The
swirl.
waffle absorbs it so fast you can't even see it anymore.
I put a very regular amount of syrup. It's not one for every hole like Brian wants, but it's also more than a swirl. It's a very average amount of syrup.
I gotta be able to see that bad boy. The second I can't see syrup anymore, it needs more.
the waffle should be floating like
I
Epstein
agree.
Island in syrup.
Brian's not wrong. It
Please
should
don't
be. It
compare my breakfast to Epstein Island.
should look like a cracker and soup.
Yes. All right, we'll have the fact that makes your brain go in 3 minutes with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. 10 minutes away before we move the show forward toward those Lollapalooza tickets at 750. We're going to pour one out. It's one of the more massive pour one outs of 2026.
One of the big ones.
And, we always feel for everybody that we pour one out, but this one's big. It's 645. We'll have that first, a fact that makes your brain go. People do this every day to save time, and it turns out it only saves 54 seconds of the day. I think people think it saves about 10 to 15 minutes a day in your head. Kenzie says drive like an a-hole like I did, driving Kenzie and Case to lunch on Friday, but we got there on time. And it just turns out everybody in front of me was this effing guy because they were in my way. The tree trimming people, I'm sure, listen, it's a hard job out there, but don't take your big truck down a road when I'm trying to flip around and do a U-ey so I can get a parking space. It was a rough 10-minute commute. For them, I felt like I accomplished the goal. We got there on time. That's all I care about. And Case said it's microwaving food. People pull back and say, if it says 3 minutes, I'm sure 1 minute will be enough. I'll save 2 minutes of my day. So Case, you're wrong. And also, people want to verify that you put your McMuffin, or not McMuffin, your Eggo.
Yes, Eggo.
Strawberry Eggo?
Strawberry Eggo. I was on the protein strawberry Eggo for a minute, but I can't find those now. I think I was the only person to ever buy them, so they don't sell them anymore.
I think most people who are that focused maybe aren't having Eggo in them. I don't know if there's a huge correlation between them.
I think a tough branding position for Eggo to be like, protein? Does that do anything for you? No? Okay.
These people shoving Eggos in their mouth, at least to get some protein, adding butter and syrup to everything.
But I put it in the toaster for those wondering.
Okay, but so you're wrong, but Kenzie's actually right in a way, driving like an a-hole.
Why did I still get a buzzer?
Oh, that was the buzzer was for Case. You get the bell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kenzie's right.
Yeah.
You can never throw me any kind of bone.
Like driving like an a-hole, i.e. speeding your car into work, which I love speeding. I love it. And there was a study done, 120 million vehicle trips. The University of Minnesota did this, by the way, across the United States on 4 Wednesdays in 2021. That's when they did this study, but 120 million trips. And with that data, it showed they analyzed roads that were 45-mile-an-hour speed limits. When people did 45 miles an hour or more, it only saved them 54 seconds of the day of that trip, whatever they had. So I would swear, with the way I drive, I save about an hour a day. I really thought it was something close.
10-minute commute?
Well, when I run errands too, like I run into the stores to get my steps in fast. But 43% of the studied trips included one instance of speeding, by the way. And in a situation, it says if you drive the speed limit, you'll save an average of, you won't personally, but people would have saved $22 million based on fuel costs because when you speed, you burn more fuel.
It was really fun on Friday when Brian took Kenzie and I to lunch. Brian took us through his neighborhood and gave us a tour of all the different speed cameras that he's gotten tickets at. And the red light camera where he's like, it's BS, man. I got a red light camera here. I go, did you run the red light? He goes, yeah, but only by a second.
And then he said, you know what, though? It works. That's because he goes, I haven't run a red light or driven fast.
Well, I was driving really slow.
Like they beat me into submission.
Yeah, it's almost like those cameras that were there for a reason.
Yeah, they beat me down. I'm now going like 20 miles. My car will barely idle at 20 miles an hour. The Rogue. I'm just like idling. I'm like,
no, you're not driving a Lambo. I'm sure your Rogue handles 20 miles an hour just fine.
And I felt embarrassed to explain to him, I'm going this slow because there's 2 cameras coming up here, and I got 6 tickets from these 2 cameras. And I felt embarrassed about how slow I was driving.
I felt very safe and secure. And you know what? We saved 0 time, and we weren't late. So everything worked out just okay.
Well, by the time I got there, I had to break about 7 traffic laws with Hueys in the middle of Halstead Street and whipping down a residential street about 90 to get around so I could get in a parking space situation. But this study shows that you're going to shave 54 seconds off your day when you're driving a distance of 28 miles even. Speeding, it only saves 54 seconds. Again, I might beg to differ because I speed a lot faster than what they probably predict in this study. I'm not just going 5 miles an hour
Yeah, you
over.
must be different.
Well, I mean, when I went to take Case home that day to get his album, I think I was going about 80 on Lakeshore Drive, and it's 50 or 45 miles an hour.
I think you touched triple digits in Lincoln Park.
Yeah, it was like Back to the Future, the time zone, the stuff started getting blurry on the sides.
Brian saw Pequods. He started to burn rubber.
To the Huey.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Coming up in sports, a lot to get to with the Cubs, the Sox, and Tom Cruise is interviewed by Kermit the Frog. That's coming up in sports. But first, before we move forward, we have to absolutely pour one out this morning for one of the bigger ones of 2026 or even in recent memory.
How do I say goodbye?
You may have this right with you right now, so you have to say goodbye to it. You might be sitting right in it right now, which it is. Nissan has issued a statement after reports emerged of the once popular Nissan Altima going away, and they have said, yes, it will. According to The Drive, which is a magazine that follows, or online magazine that follows a lot of car news, Nissan will cease production of the Altima sedan soon. There's no date on it, but it was first rumored 2 years ago in 2024 about the Altima going away, which at one time was the most popular car out there. So certainly one of the most popular sedans. You see so many Nissan Altimas on the road, and it's going to be going away. It's a very sad day. Sales have fallen 32% in the last year, from 62,000 to 42,000. And the Sentra in comparison has fallen 12%, 85 to 75,000. So the Sentra's still out there. They're going to put all their money on the Sentra to keep that thing going. They're going all in with the Sentra. And they're also pulling the plug, no pun intended, on the Nissan Rogue hybrid that you plug in. I don't have that one. I have the gas-powered Nissan.
You're a bit of a gas guzzler.
Yeah, I got to fill up today, as a matter of fact. I'm going to throw gas all over the damn car. So
You're going to throw it over the car?
Yeah. I want to make sure every nook and cranny has enough gas to power me in every day and to also tailgate and pass people and flip U's when I'm driving.
Oh, a Costco stop?
Oh, yeah, Costco gas for sure. It's about 50 cents cheaper than everywhere else I can see.
Okay.
So this is very sad. Did you have a Nissan Altima ever in your life, Kenzie?
I have not, which probably goes towards this fact.
Well, I mean,
Nobody in my life has one.
I probably had about 15 different cars in my life. I had a Honda Accord for a while. I had, a Chevy Caprice Classic. I've had the Rogue now for almost 4 years and love it to death in the Nissan family. Do you remember your first car?
My first car was a Volvo, something. I don't know. It kind of looked like an Altima, but it was a Volvo. I don't understand cars. I don't. Sometimes people say the word sedan, and I go, "Is that a car or is that a type of car?" And then they start throwing out other stuff, and I always go, "But is that the type of car or is that the specific car?" You know what I mean?
I do. I think the sedan is just a standard 4-door car or 2-door car.
That'd be great if somebody would have explained that to me like a decade ago. I've been on this earth wondering what the hell a sedan is for my entire life.
A sedan. A sedan is the standard passenger car featuring classic 3-box design.
Okay. So
Separate-
like an Altima.
Yes, like separate compartments for the engine, the passengers, and the cargo trunk. That's what a sedan is definitely described as.
But that to me, that's just a car. And
Yeah.
so the types of cars are car, pickup truck, Lambo.
Lambo's in the family of cars.
Because that's like a sports car.
Right.
So in my head, it's car, truck, sports car, minivan. Those are the types of cars. And once you start describing anything as anything else, I get super confused by it.
I don't know. If someone says sedan, listen, I am not an ageist by any means, but they're probably over 60 if you say sedan. I don't think 20-year-olds are out there going like, let's check out my new sedan over here.
I don't know because I don't know what the word means, so I've certainly never used it. Kenzie, do you know what people are meaning when they say sedan?
I just think they mean SUV, don't they?
No.
No, a sedan is a car. An SUV is an SUV, a sports utility
But
vehicle.
people describe sedan like they're describing SUV. Like they'll be like, "Oh, do you have like a sedan?" They do that. They do that.
But she used her hand like she was pointing to an SUV when someone, you have
like
one of these?
do you drive a car or a sedan? Like they use it in like the descriptions of car.
Yeah, now a sedan is, like I said, the standard passenger car. It's not an SUV. You know what a coupe is?
What the hell is a coupe?
And that's a kind of car.
That's the kind of car. So the coupe features 2 doors and a more compact rear seating area.
When I get in a car with 2 doors, it's the biggest hell on earth trying to get in the back seat. Let me fold this seat up and then you army crawl into the back. That's impossible. I'll sit on the roof before I get in the back of a 2-door car.
God, I can't think of all the times in my life when they pull up, my boys pulled up, we're going somewhere, it's a party road or something.
Yeah, we got
and,
Molly Hatchet on the radio.
Yeah, I roll windows down like, yo, man, get in the back. And then they roll forward. I'm like, I'm 6'4" ¼ Get out and give me the front seat. I'm not 12.
That's my nightmare.
God, give me. And then you get in the back seat, and it's funny. I can't get in the back seat anymore at all because I get claustrophobic now. I can't get in the back seat of any car.
Of any car?
Anything. I don't care what it is. I get weirded out.
Wait. What happened? Like, what are you feeling when you're in the back seat of the car?
Like it's all enclosing in on me. Everything, the ceiling, the doors, everything is closing in. I can't get in the back seat anymore. I don't know when this happened, but it's not a good sign.
What do you do for Ubers? Do you sit on the driver's lap?
I always get in the front seat because I'm usually with Megan or someone, and they're getting, and Harper if we're taking one, let's say from an airport. I haven't sat in the back seat of an Uber in years.
If it's you and your wife, just you two,
Yeah.
you're in the front seat, she's in the back seat.
Yes.
That's bizarre.
Well, she helps put Harper in, and she sits in the back
But
seat.
if it's just you two, I don't care about your kid.
Oh.
If it's just you two, are you in the front and she's in the back?
I'm in the front.
Wow.
Yeah. In the rare instance anymore, when I get an Uber and I'm in the back alone, if I'm alone, I lay down
What?
because I can't sit in the back seat anymore because I don't know what happened to me. I don't know when this transition happened, but I can't sit in the back seat anymore. Sorry to put that out there this morning.
That's
You're
really
an
weird.
odd man.
Oh, well, I didn't say I wasn't.
Now, Ben checked in on the text line, and he just threw out one word, and that's confused me even more because we're talking about a coupe and a sedan and a Lambo and a minivan. What the hell is a hatchback? I hear people talk about that all the time.
You know what? Just you drive a car. You know what I mean? I'm
Kenzie,
so
I'm
tired
with
of
you.
this.
I'm with you, Kenzie.
But
What are they talking about?
I mean, if you want,
You got a pickup
you got these car salesmen.
car.
The car salesmen out there, though, they have to know what you want. The hatchback, in my mind, it comes up in the back. The back opens up as a hatch.
What does?
But which is a Jeep Wrangler opens up in the back. Is that a hatchback?
I don't think that counts because I think it's a car only. You got a truck, kind of. You got a Jeep.
So if it opens up and it's a car, it's a hatchback.
Does your Jeep open up or sideways like a big door in the back?
Window goes up, door goes sideways. Both.
Okay.
So what the hell is that?
That's not a hatchback. That's a Jeep.
Okay, so the types of
So
cars.
a Jeep's just a Jeep.
The types of cars, just to be clear: sedan, coupe,
Yep.
hatchback, Lambo, Jeep, minivan, pickup truck.
That's it. That's the
Those are
list.
the cars. You say they need to know that, so when I go to the dealership, I know what I want. I've never bought a car in my life. The 2 cars I've had have been hand-me-downs. I show up to the dealership, I'm going, you guys better have cars, and that's all I know.
No, you say you better have a Lambo here.
Okay, I'm
'Cause
not going
getting
to the Lambo dealership.
I'm getting a Lambo today. They go, hot damn.
This guy's loaded.
I must be in Bitcoin or something. All right, so now we know all the definitions of cars on this show. Don't say any other one ever again about any other kind of car.
No, those are it. Those are the 7 types of cars.
Yeah.
They're like deadly sins.
But soon there will be no Nissan Altima sedan in your world anymore because it's going away. No year on this yet, but if you have one, enjoy driving it today because you can't replenish it if it has a problem. Some people like to buy the same car over and over again. No more Nissan Altimas. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 after Collective Soul. We get the sports.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we told you that there is a man that got stuck in a porta potty, and it's what he was trying to retrieve that caused him to get stuck in a porta potty, which is a terrible thing. With Lollapalooza coming up, it's always great going the first day when they're super clean and fresh, and you feel like it's your porta potty individually, and it's really nice. This was also involving a big event. So we're going to let the guy that worked with this guy explain the situation and what happened because he was trying to set the record straight. But the story certainly got out there a couple of different places.
Well, Kenzie, I just texted you the video of the guy getting stuck. Hey, you guys have not seen the video of the guy in Kansas City stuck in the porta potty?
No.
That didn't
This
come
sounds like something that wouldn't come up on my feed.
And this is, 3 people who we don't enjoy bathroom humor for the most part, but this is not bathroom humor. This is stuck humor, which we're a huge fan of.
Love getting
I
stuck.
don't understand. It looks like there's a cat in the porta potty. This is a man, you're telling me?
This is a man, I'm telling you. I promise you.
How is it?
I know
How
it
would
looks
that
weird.
happen?
Yeah. Well, you know what? This guy's here to explain exactly what happened and clear the air on this story.
This story would never realize we could have this guy has to make a statement about the guy that got stuck in his company's porta potty.
Which I would love if this happened to me, that one of you.
I would love if it happened to you, too.
Yeah, but I want one of you to explain the situation on how it happened.
We would be more than happy to do that.
I don't want it just to happen and people get wrong ideas. I want you guys to explain the real story, and that's what happens here. This guy's coworker. Here it is.
Hey everybody, here to set the story straight for what happened on July 14th, 2026.
First off, it sounds like he's talking about a terrorist attack.
Come on, 6.
It's a little Eisenhower-y.
Yeah, he's just very good reporting so far. He puts the date out there right away to clear up what happened on this date.
My name is Chip Counterman. I'm a partner with Patriot Portable Restrooms here in Kansas City. So one of our guys went to pick up an event from the World Cup. I knocked on all the doors, made sure nobody was in the restrooms. He did find one of them locked, knocked on the door, and let the gentleman know he had 10 minutes to get out.
Very nice. Yeah, he could have said, just get the hell out of there. He said, you know what, sir? You've got 10 minutes. Take your time, finish up nicely. Very good company is Patriot Porta Potties.
Naturally.
And I'm proud to be an American.
It is funny to be in that line of work and to also be like, I want to make sure that I honor my country.
Yeah. I mean, also, I'm shocked. I don't know how long they've been around, but I'm shocked it was still available when these guys came up with the idea. How about Patriot Porta Potties?
Yeah, that's true.
I think the first porta potty company should have took that name.
It makes them wonder why you did it. It's
Right?
not patriotic.
Okay, let's continue the story.
Minutes to get out. Picked up everything else, went back to that toilet, knocked again. The man inside said he was not going to get out. Luckily, a police officer on a motorcycle went by.
Wait, the guy said he was not going to get out?
Not going to get out.
I'm not leaving.
I am not going to get out.
Which is already, you have to remember, every other one around is empty. People have left this event. The premises have been cleared. There's one guy who, by this point, they would presume fighting for his life inside of there. And then they hear that, quote, I'm not getting out.
Yeah.
Now, at
And
this point, is he stuck and he's embarrassed to admit it, or did he really not want to leave?
He's stuck and he's embarrassed to admit it.
Wow, I would admit it so fast because I'd want help. Please,
thank God.
tell everyone.
Thank God.
Help me.
Get me the F out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would not turn away the lifeboat that just appeared.
I will say, though, when you've been in embarrassing situations, you just don't want anybody to know.
That's exactly it.
And he's just like, I'll figure it out. But he was there for, I believe, 8 hours. We'll go forward with the story and him explaining what happened.
I knocked again. The man inside said he was not going to get out. Luckily, a police officer on a motorcycle went by.
Kick ass, by the way.
That's awesome. Second only to police on a horse.
This guy's a great storyteller.
Police officer on a motorcycle went by. Our driver waved him down. Cop walked up to the door and asked the man to exit the toilet. The man replied that he could not reach the door and couldn't get out of the
Oh, my God.
That's tough.
That is tough. Before we hear why he was stuck, what he was reaching for, I have to read a text from our friend Critter, who's a construction worker. His name is Critter. That's a separate story. He checked it. He's a construction worker. He said, some of the job sites I work on have the Patriot porta potties, and they have the 10 amendments on the inside wall.
You're lying.
I'm serious.
Are they by chance on the inside of the lid, and that's what he was trying to read, and that's how he got stuck?
That would be unfortunate.
I feel like we're still missing something.
He didn't have his cheaters with him.
Yeah.
He's trying to get a closer look, and he fell in.
Yeah. I'm giving them a follow on Instagram right now, these Patriot porta potty
Do they have
people.
an Instagram?
I was scrolling to the bottom of their website. Hopefully they had one. They don't.
Oh, you're on the website, though.
Yeah, I'm on their website.
Do they have merch?
They have a button on it that says fun. So it says products, services, service areas, our work, and then one says fun. What's fun here if I click fun?
Yeah, click on fun real quick.
Portable restrooms don't have to be boring. Welcome to the fun side of Patriot. Viral moments, a little personality. And this is what they're talking about. This exact story made them fun.
That's awesome. Now, they do have an Instagram, and it's at Patriot Portable Restrooms, and one of their pin posts is one of their products outside of a Buc-ee's in Denver, Colorado.
Oh.
So these people get around.
That's nice. Okay, so let's continue the audio. We're going to find out why this guy could not reach the door handle to get out of the porta potty, which sounds impossible. You know, I don't know how stuck you get. That sounds impossible to not be able to reach it.
toilet. They looked inside and didn't see anybody. The lid was closed. No one was in the restroom. It kind of startled them. All of a sudden, a head popped out of the toilet, and he said, "I'm in here."
Listen, he would have not wanted it to be me because I would have shut that door. So I'm like, sorry for bothering you.
I have to repeat that. They got the door open and didn't see anybody. Mm-hmm. Porta potties are about 2 feet by 2 feet.
You can definitely see everything. Haunted immediately. You're right, Kenzie. Kenzie, you would go straight to demon, would you not?
Absolutely. I would, and I wouldn't have many questions. Let me tell you something. I'm like, I got to scoot. It's been a long day.
So for those that maybe thought in their minds, if they haven't seen the video, oh, he's wedged in between maybe toilet and door.
Sure.
Wrong.
No.
Stuck in toilet.
In the toilet. He's not a big dog that just got in there and just couldn't control himself afterward, getting out of there. Like we talked about myself in the airplane bathrooms, where I have to hunch over in those. Mm-hmm. And I could get stuck easily in those. Easily.
God willing, one day you will.
That'll be fun. Here we go.
How? There is answers to this, please, right?
Well, let's keep going. We're only
Okay.
halfway through the audio, so he's explaining what happened.
It kind of startled them. All of a sudden, a head popped out of the toilet, and he said, "I'm in here." Fire department came after that and tried to instruct the man to exit the toilet. They asked him why he went in.
You ready for this? On why he went in, though. So now you got cops, firemen, the Patriot portable people.
In a whole scene out there.
There must be 20 people minimum out there, and then trying to get this guy out of the toilet on the porta potty. Complete never live down embarrassment.
And Kenzie, before you hear why he dove in, do you have a guess as to why?
I'm going to guess that maybe he dropped something in it, but I don't understand why that would take more than a hand and an arm.
Be specific. What do you think he dropped?
I think wallet, phone.
Wallet, phone sounds reasonable. Keys, maybe.
Important things, but how? I don't know why he'd be like, I dropped my wallet in here. Let me get my feet first, obviously.
Yeah, let me do a swan dive in here.
Hold on.
You see those Olympic divers,
Yeah.
yes? I'd like to recreate
I gotta
that.
lay down in it before I pick up my phone.
We have 30 seconds left of the audio. I hope they could explain in that point how he got in like this and what he was looking for. So here we go.
To exit the toilet, they asked him why he went in, and he told them he was retrieving a Mountain Dew bottle.
A Mountain Dew bottle.
And I'd be like, and then why did the rest of your body? That's not even an answer to that question. That's not even an answer.
I don't know either. So let's see if they explain it here in the last couple seconds of the audio.
And he told them he was retrieving a Mountain Dew bottle that he dropped in from the night before. So that
Dropped in the night before in the porta potty to retrieve this Mountain Dew bottle.
Tough.
Wow. This is unprecedented.
So we don't have the truth, is what this means. He obviously is like a fetish.
I think you're right.
Do you think honest question, do you think he was hiding in there for like fetish purposes and wanted like to see people go to the bathroom?
Well, let's. There's 20 seconds left, and we'll see if he explains it better. But I
It
think
has to be a fetish.
Oh,
But the event was almost over by the time they got there. There was no one else going.
Right. And he would have gotten out at that point and then couldn't.
maybe he follows the Patriot Portables Instagram and knows the next event they're going to be at. That he knows he's going to want to see that stuff.
So he's
from
playing
those
the long,
people.
So I just want to make sure that we're clear. He's playing the long game.
Yeah.
He's gonna hide in a porta potty until it gets picked up and put on a flatbed truck.
Yep.
He's then going to take that truck back to the storage facility until they have their next event. And then he's going to get back on that truck in the porta potty, get set on the ground, and then he can get, his jollies off.
Can I throw something else out there?
Okay.
Sure.
I think when he said he dropped the night before, I think he's been in there that long. So I think he was there for the event and hasn't been able to get out.
Yeah. All right. So here's the last 20 seconds of the audio.
So that put him then inside of the tank for about 8 hours, if all of that was true. After it was cut open, the man was able to exit the toilet. Fire department did hook up water to their truck and gave him a free shower. Long story short, horrible situation. Thank you to the Kansas City, Missouri Fire Department and Police Department for all the help. Watch out falling into toilets.
So it does not give any reason on how he ended up where he was for the Mountain Dew bottle, unless he couldn't reach it from where, even his arm reaching in there, which isn't that big.
But you know how hard it would be to fall into that hole?
Well, no, what I'm saying is.
I mean, it's not like a sinkhole. Like,
No. I think he might have little bitch arms like Case.
Well,
right, but even if he fell, his whole body wouldn't be vacuumed
No, I'm saying
inside.
I'm not saying he fell. I'm saying he had little bitch arms like Case, and he could not reach the Mountain Dew bottle. And so he said, "I got to
He needs to be investigated.
I got to get in there to get the bottle."
Hold on just 1 second. My little bitch arms are at the width of them, not about the length of them. I got tree trunks. I'm just weak as hell.
It does either way. The little bitch arm syndrome affects different people different ways.
It does, and that is the plight of humanity. You're
He
right.
may have
He
short
needs
ones.
to be investigated. He kills people. I don't hear what anybody says.
So there you go. There's the story. If your Mountain Dew bottle falls into a Lollapalooza porta potty, a Patriot porta potty, if you will, I can't wait to read the 10 Amendments at Lollapalooza. Don't go get it. We'll provide you with another one. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up after Stained, we'll give you the keyword for a chance to go see My Chemical Romance on Halloween in Hollywood at the Hollywood Bowl. Just 4 minutes away with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a lot to get to here in music entertainment news. A reminder about Thursday. It's Ticket Blitz Thursday, and at 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, so right around this time on Thursday, we'll have tickets for the Foo Fighters at Soldier Field. How about it? Last year, we had like 5 shows in a row at Soldier Field of all epic hugeness with Oasis and My Chem and System of a Down and the Lumineers. And this is the big one of August. This is it. And it's coming up just a week after Lollapalooza, so a few weeks away. Foo Fighters at Soldier Field with Queens of the Stone Age. And you can get tickets 8 o'clock and 9. Ticket Blitz Thursday on the air with us. But then, Ticket Blitz Thursday live on the road on July 23rd, sponsored by Yingling Flight. Foo Fighters Ticket Blitz Thursday. Brian Phillips will be at JT's Corner Tap and Eatery in Carroll Stream. Another chance to win every hour while he's out there 3 to 7. Come get a chance at the Foo Fighters tickets at Soldier Field. And Yingling Lager. I love Yingling. I could use one right now. $3.50 and $5 talls. All the details at Q101.com. So Brian Phillips on site this Thursday. Again, all the information at Q101.com. In fact, while you're there, you can have the beer. I saw their menu. Their wings look fantastic.
Oh, there you go.
So then win tickets to Foo Fighters at Soldier Field. It'll be tremendous. So that's this Thursday coming up. Now, before we move forward, we do have to pour one out. A very sad day.
How do I say goodbye?
Jennifer Finch of the band L7 has died. And it's really sad because just recently, like a couple of weeks ago, announcing that she has brain cancer.
Just over a month ago, yeah.
Yeah, and they launched instantly a GoFundMe for her, which hit the goal quickly. She was only 59 years old, and she was the bass player and singer of the band, all-female band L7. And a band that really had a lot of influence, especially with more female artists out there. A lot of the bands that you hear today will cite L7, especially the female artists will cite L7 as an influence, and she was certainly huge and influential in that way. And just really, really sad news so quickly. I imagine she was hiding it for a while because the announcement was so quick, and then, she's gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but a beloved band, especially during their time, they were on Lollapalooza in 1994 that year with the Pumpkins and the Beastie Boys and Nick Cave and A Tribe Called Quest and the Breeders, and there's really great footage of them hanging out at Lollapalooza that year, and a very interesting band. A band very much ahead of their time in certain ways, and one of those deaths where I'm going to spend the week now going through some L7 stuff that I either haven't heard in a long time or stuff that I'm looking forward to visiting for the first time.
As I said, a lot of people put them as influences, and a lot of female artists, especially in rock or alternative, they mentioned them. So real sad situations. We pour one out for Jennifer Finch today, gone way too soon at the age of 59. Now, I know. We'll get out of that. There's no way to get out of that in a good way except for what happened this weekend. The Odyssey shined at the box office. 124 million domestic, 264 million globally for a movie that will probably be in the tops for the next several months. I'm stoked because I saw this reel come up about the IMAX theater. I believe it's in Woodridge. The 70 millimeter IMAX is one of the only 50 in the world that do it that way, that can have 70 millimeter and IMAX. And I really want to go out there. Now, I imagine those tickets are kind of sold out for a while to see that situation. But in case you saw it over the weekend.
I saw it over the weekend. Now, Brian, if you want to go to that one in Woodridge, I'm serious when I say this. You can get tickets to a screening that is taking place at 2:40 in the morning, Tuesday morning. So just a little less than 24 hours from now. Those are the screenings they're adding because there's such a demand for the 70 millimeter IMAX. So they're doing a 2:40 a.m. screening tomorrow morning. I will accept, Kenzie, if you want to go check that out, you can be late to work if you watch the IMAX version of The Odyssey in Woodridge and then make your way to the studio.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute.
Because I do really want to see it, but now, Case, I feel like I do nerd out a little bit more than you. And so because of that, I think my timeline is a little different than yours. And I had people on my timeline breaking down the movie, and they were disappointed in certain aspects, such as like the dialogue used. It wouldn't be accurate to the time period. Like they used the word like dad, and they were using the wrong dialogue in the script. Like the F word wouldn't have existed. They were saying the word dad. They like the breakdown on the accents really bothered people about how historically inaccurate the verbiage was.
Did they say like my effing dad? Is that what
Yeah,
that was
kind
used?
of, yeah, kind of.
And that was like very irritating to people who enjoy period pieces. Is like people, it almost sounded like they went as far as to be like, oh, I'm in my killing people era. I was like, what the F is going on right now?
I would say to those people, you weren't there. You don't know how they talked.
That's true.
That's not true. We do have historical accuracies, based on books and written word and things like that.
So I will say this. I'm somebody that struggles with, say, the Lord of the Rings franchise because I think they're talking all stupid in that movie. It sounds too old for me. I can't invest myself into that universe. The Odyssey, I had no trouble following this. They talk like real people.
Because they said effing dad.
They said effing dad. It's funny that was the critique of the dialogue because I was going to compliment in the way that, say, Brian loves the movie The Gladiator.
I love it.
Because they speak in these ways that humans don't talk. Everything is this dramatic monologue, and I don't really like that. They don't do that in The Odyssey. They talk like normal people, and I think that's great. So they don't talk old-timey stupid. They also don't talk dramatic like The Gladiator. They're people. It's nice.
So this is the split on it, because if you're interested in period pieces and, historical pieces, that would bother you. So obviously Christopher Nolan has done this before, like his version of Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio had modern day verbiage. But that was okay because he did his version of Romeo and Juliet in modern day times. So my critique would be, if you're going to make a period piece, it needs to be a period piece because there is a fan base for that. And if that's not what you would like, and you'd like to update verbiage and update context and have it be different, you could have created an Odyssey in a modern day time or a future time or things of that nature.
You could have. You could have. To me, glad they did what they did. My review of the Odyssey, 2 thumbs up, pretty freaking awesome. You guys have
Because
to
that's
go
how
see this
because that's how
movie.
they talked back then.
Exactly.
2 thumbs
Go
up.
to the Odyssey, they'll be like, it's lit. Oh, this is lit. Ah.
You guys have to go see this movie. I know everybody is sick of talking or hearing about Brian talking about going back to the movie theater. He made a
kidding.
big whole deal about Project Hail Mary and he didn't go see it. I always pitch him these movies. He goes, "Oh, I should really go see that," and then never does. You need to get off your ass. You need to get out of your house. You need to go to the theater to watch this. This is a summer epic blockbuster.
And then
It's
start your diet.
and then start your diet. But
No,
keep it
forget
telling us
about
a bunch of
I'm
bull
not
crap.
starting my diet if I'm going to get a big popcorn and a
After
huge
the
Coke.
movie.
After the
movie.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll get
See all
locked.
these gladiators and lock in.
I will get locked in. I really do want to see this so bad as a kid reading this book and the fantasy that I love of the story. And I just want to see Matt Damon. I just want to see it.
It's great. It's great. And you don't need to see it in 70 millimeter
Yes,
IMAX.
I do.
Don't put a hurdle up in front of yourself that you can't leap over. I saw it at the Davis Theater in Andersonville on Saturday night. It was in digital, 35 millimeter, and you know what? It still kicked ass. Didn't hurt my enjoyment once at all.
To be honest, I lost my glasses last Halloween and haven't replaced them yet. So I don't know if the IMAX are going to help with my eyes being a little blurry anyway.
Oh, my God.
So I just any theater will probably do is what I'm saying.
will do, yes.
It's all going to be blurry anyways.
What a waste you are.
You see these guys cutting the tape on 70 millimeter by hand and splicing it together to make it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And an IMAX reel that's the size of our room, but I don't have my glasses. So
my glasses.
my
My glasses.
So
you need
unless-
to be Velma for Halloween.
So if I had my glasses, it'd be worth the going. And that Woodridge isn't that bad. 2:45 a.m. It's how long is it? It's over 2 hours.
It's a 3-hour movie.
That's 5:45. I can't get here to Woodridge back here by 6.
You know what? You don't need to because there's plenty of other screenings. You live near the Alamo Draft House. You live near the Davis Theater. You live near the Music Box. The Music Box is doing it in 70 millimeter. It's not the IMAX, but it's still 70 millimeter. You can go see it there. I don't care what you do. You have to go see this movie so we can talk about it on this show.
Well, we are. We're talking about it right now.
No, I'm talking about it. You're not doing anything. It's awesome. Anne Hathaway. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people talk about how great Anne Hathaway is in this. Matt Damon's incredible. Tom Holland's incredible. The movie's fantastic. It doesn't drag at all. I thought Hathaway stole the show. She is in very little of the movie. Charlize Theron in it.
Love her,
Brian,
love her.
Quite the looker, let me say so myself.
Hey.
Anne Hathaway as an actress is absolutely marvelous in this movie. It is the best thing I've seen this year. You guys have to go see it.
Okay, that's that. You got me in. I'm going. Not today, but I'm going to go this week.
Brian, you're going to...
This week?
This week. When are you going to do that?
Let me see here.
Because you got to go during a time where you can't be out too late.
Because you've already told me that you can't do anything else in July. Is something that you said to me earlier.
I have to go right after the show. Go to a matinee.
Okay.
So
what we're going to do is we're going to play a song. And during that song, you're going to look up theaters in your area.
Yes.
And I'm going to make you buy a ticket live on the radio.
Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go. Well, the music stopped. Got a little weird. All right, and we
Kind
also
of an omen.
we also have a tribute today related to the date that is today, and we'll come up there. It's a very sad tribute, but we're going to do that for you. A reminder of great Q101 artists coming up in 3 minutes after Nirvana.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.